All right, hello everyone. This is the second Kyle Busch review on the channel. I did the Clash a few weeks ago. It did decent in views, not too bad. I don't know if people are gonna keep on watching these, but I'll keep on doing them for a little bit. So DAYTONA 500. I'm just not gonna waste any time. First off, great race, amazing race. That was some of the best racing I've ever seen. There's some crashes. It was everything you wanted out of the DAYTONA 500. You had Byron backing his way into a win. Yeah, it was an amazing win. And there's no disrespect to Byron, but let's be honest, that was one of the luckiest wins I've ever seen. I don't even hate him. It's just facts. You need a luck. Normally you don't go from ninth to first in one single, straight away. So, yeah, that's whatever. Busch, there's nothing. It wasn't Busch's fault today. I mean, you could even tell from the start. He had a fast car. RCR gave him a great car today. Dylan was helping for a little bit. But there was just a pit crew penalty that sent him back in the first place. Too many men over the wall. Can't blame that on Kyle, of course. Then he got caught up in the wreck where Joey... the dumber, I want to say a worse word, but I can't. The asshole of the story misses a shift somehow. I don't know how a former champion managed to do that, but it's not like he's a top 10 driver anyways in all time, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, Joey Logano wrecks the field, basically. He ended up doing it later in the race with his dumbass buddy Stenhouse, which we'll get into later. Yeah, so Busch managed to somehow avoid that. Somehow. Well, he didn't really avoid it, but he managed to, come back for the field. He went from, in just free laps, after all of that, he managed to go from 30th to 10th in just free laps. That was amazing to watch. It definitely tells you how he still has a skill. He just doesn't have luck. Well, there's a little luck in that, but it doesn't go for later in the race. So the rest of the race was all just free wide battles. It was entertaining as hell to watch. And then you get down to the later stages of the race. Busch did get stage points, by the way. He got 2 stage points after finishing P9 in stage 2. So that's pretty nice. It's not bad. And then with, 19 to go, he's in a decent position. I would have taken a top 5. I would have taken top 10. I would have taken the top 15. I would have taken anything other than a wreck at this point. I don't care. I'm going insane from my sports teams. I don't know anymore. I would have taken anything. Busch, what happens is Logano, being the smart ass he is, he tries to force a hole that isn't there under Stenhouse, and then Stenhouse, being the terrible driver he is, decides to try to block Logano, even though there's no room to really block him, and there's no point of blocking him anyways. So Logano, being the smart person he is, decides to try to keep forcing it, and Stenhouse keeps blocking. So then they, as all drivers do, they start getting weeble wobbly, and then they go down into Busch, and then they wreck Busch. And then they wreck the field. And then Logano wrecks his teammate, too, just to put into context how much of a jackass he is. So, yeah, Logano is a very smart person. Stenhouse is nothing. He's not a good driver. Stenhouse has never been a good driver. He never will be a good driver. Oh, he got free lucky super speedway wins. Guess what? My driver has 60 free. And most of them came at, actual tracks that don't require just a bunch of luck. So, yeah, they both suck, and I hate both of them. Besides that, yeah, I'm not actually as angry. I'm just going on a rant because I've hated Stenhouse and Logano for years now. And this just infuriates me more and more. So, I don't know. We got Atlanta next week. I mean, for the rating I would give Busch today, I would give him a 7 out of 10, I'll be honest. Again, it wasn't on his fault. He did everything he could today. I think he ran a great race. You just can't control stupid. That's whatever. I don't really see him getting a win this season, I'll be honest. It's not skill, it's not any of that. I think he still has the skill, he just doesn't have the luck. He always somehow gets messed up by people, and you don't see it out of other drivers. Like, I don't know. You just don't see it out of other drivers, the type of bad luck that Busch has. Also, zone car, I never want to see zone car again. I'm tired of that car. Like, people are saying in my comments, oh, it's not a curse. Yeah, it's a curse. You just can't at this point. You can't even deny that it's a curse, because somehow every time he runs it, he always finishes the wreck. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get what the curse is. I don't get why there's a curse. I don't understand it. But hopefully next weekend, knock on wood, he won't be running the zone car. Hopefully he runs the Cheddar's car, because that usually has better luck. I don't know. I mean, there was... When Busch wasn't running... Well, putting it in perspective, Busch only has 2 top 10s in the history of running the zone car. Like, that's just bad. I think I'm right. I might be wrong, sorry. I don't know. He only has 2 top 10s. One came at Chicago. He got 9th. And then the other came at Texas, where he also got 9th. And other than that, it's just been all pain and misery. So, yeah. I don't see him getting a win this year. We'll see if I'm right. I probably will be. I'm used to it at this point. I had to watch the Colts. I mean, yeah, they went 8-9, but it feels like they went like 2-15, because that team was a headache to root for all season. And somehow I don't have it like the worst. Like, my friend roots for Giants, Busch, and the Braves. The Braves are probably the best out of that. They're decent. I feel more bad for him, because like at least the Colts gave me like false hope at one point last season. I don't think he ever had hope. I feel bad for him. I don't know. Well, we'll see how Atlanta goes. I don't see him winning. But either way, it was a fun week of NASCAR. I think it was a great start to the season. I hope Priest was okay, because that was a terrible wreck. Like, wow. But yeah, thank you all for watching my rant. Stenhouse and Logano suck.